Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Garrison. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, running back on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, NC State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Clemson Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And I think we're going to see plenty of big plays, especially when you have a couple of guys who can spin the beam like these dudes, Jesse.
These are two guys that could reach every corner of the field. Every throw is at their disposal. We're expecting these offenses to go up and down the field.
Yeah, and it's just got to be so fun to play skill positions for these quarterbacks. Like, you're always open. He's going to throw it a lot. They're going to give him a leash to be able to do that. Just a fun day of fireworks.
Clemson jumps to the line.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moody. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run it from the gun. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. All wideouts, no backs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The noise level is relentless here on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Clemson! Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Tackled immediately after the catch.
Oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Catch in the middle, it's Garrison. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
That's the end of the first.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Grab near the sticks. It's Hicks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clemson will send the punt team out. On the move, it's Garrison. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Leaves it with the back. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Garrison. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Got it behind the line. It's Gathers. And you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
NC State looking to convert the fourth down here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and sees that ball come in.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Garrison. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big...
Just steamrolling his way through. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get the... They will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. They're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Quickly complete. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. It's a draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are... here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable...
And he breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
And he tacks on the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And now on second down for this offense. To the ground with the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well give it to him again. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On second down, wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Got his man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Now on the counter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Reels it in down the left side. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. 1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd and goal coming up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Running through contact. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
This might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could...
Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking to move it through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the